Hello, welcome back to Stache Sports. We've been off for the last couple of days, but happy Father's Day to all the Stachers that have for our dads and that celebrate Father's Day. It was a good Father's Day for all your Stachers, our dads, and hope the rest of your Stachers had a good week. Boy, got a lot of sports to talk into. On Saturday, I think it was, or later last week or something, the Ottawa Senators traded Brady Tkachuk to the Florida Panthers to team up with Robert Matthew Tkachuk. I mean, that's pretty good. They were pretty good when they played together in the World Cup. I mean, not the World Cup, and the NHL Nations, and then the winter game. So they look pretty good. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do for the Florida Panthers. But the Ottawa Senators got a lot of picks back. So it's gonna be interesting to see what the Senators can do with those picks they got. But that probably helps the Florida Panthers, because the Florida Panthers were okay last year, but needed help. That probably helps the Florida Panthers. So that's a good trade for them. Which good morning. That's a good trade for them, I think. But that's nice to have two brothers team up in hockey and be able to play for the same team. Senators deal Brady Tkachuk to the Panthers, brother Matthew Tkachuk, like I said earlier in the video, on Sunday. They get a number 25 overall section and more picks, so that might be good in the future, but Matthew Tkachuk is pretty good now, so that's going to really help the Florida Panthers do good. So that was a good trade for the Florida Panthers. Oilers signed D. Murphy to a 3-year, $25 million deal. Good for him. McManus can stay with the Kraken for a 6-year deal. Good for him. The Panthers traded Simokovic to the Kraken for the 25 pick. The NHL draft coming up too, along with the NBA draft. The NBA had huge news today. The Dallas Mavericks hired Dusty May, who was first the coach at FAU, and then went transferred to Michigan and won a championship at Michigan and did pretty good at FAU when he was there. FIU, one of them. FAU, I think. It was pretty good when he was at FAU, Florida Atlantic University, and did really good when he was there and won a championship in Michigan. But now he's going to be the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks going forward. That's a huge step for him. Congratulations to him on his future and his career. That's pretty good. The first year taking Michigan to the championship, and the next year an NBA coach. I mean, he's probably lived his dream to coach in the NBA. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do with the Dallas with Cooper Flagg and the Dallas Mavericks in the future. It's going to be interesting to see what Dusty May can do, but congratulations to Dusty May on becoming the next head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. Oh, man. The Celtics and the Heat are in the finals of the Giannis Antetokounmpo cage trade. Excuse me. But I'm talking about trading Jaylen Brown. I don't know how to like that, but I'll give you my honest opinion if it does happen. But right now, it's just rumors. That's down between us and the Miami Heat to see who gets Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak. I mean, he's a pretty good player, so it might be good to pair him with Jason Tatum. But I don't even know if I want to lose Jaylen Brown, because Jaylen Brown is a good player for the Boston Celtics. It really helped carry them last year in the playoffs when they were doing pretty good. Or helped carry them in the playoffs and did pretty good. But we'll see what happens to that. To talk about maybe trading him in the next couple of days, because tomorrow's the NBA draft and maybe trading for the draft. So we'll see what happens. But I'll keep my eye on that and keep your Stachers up to date on the Greek freak trade and see if he goes anywhere before the draft starts tomorrow night. For the NBA. One big free agent, Trae Young. Looks like he's going to be a free agent, but he signed a 4-year, $212 million, jeez, that's a lot of money, deal with the Wizards to stay for Washington. So I guess Washington gets to keep him. And one of the biggest free agents, Trae Young, won't be a free agent this year, so congratulations to him. But that's the NBA news right now. Man, the World Cup has been going pretty well so far. The United States won 2-0 and had an own goal scored on them again. I don't know if that's ever happened, where back-to-back games the U.S. has had the opponent score on themselves. But it did happen, and the United States also had another goal to make it 2-0. And the United States made it official, but they're being around at 32, and with a late loss by Turkey over who I can't remember now. the United States also won Group Stage D for the first time since 2010. So that's good to see the United States men's soccer doing pretty well. They've really turned around the program. They've hired this new coach that's looking really good for the men's soccer team. And they play again Thursday night against Turkey. But it's going to be interesting if they're going to play the starters, because they already have, like I said, Group Stage D locked, and they already have in around 32, so you might not want to get your players hurt or whatever, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I mean, they might have a good enough backfield bench anyway to put against Turkey Stars, because Turkey hasn't been winning much, so we'll see. But they still need to look dominant in the games, because they're around 32, single elimination, I think, and that's not going to, they need to start showing up and showing out. I mean, they're looking pretty good. This team is looking a lot better than the team from last time. And it's looking pretty good. But today, Argentina won 2-0, and Lionel Messi has the most goals scored now in FIFA Men's World Cup history. Congratulations to Lionel Messi. Even though he's getting older, Lionel Messi is one of the gooder players. He's a good player, but he now has the all-time goal scoring record. He's 38 years old, and it's the ultimate goal scoring record. Most goals scored in the Men's World Cup final. He almost had a hat trick twice today, but he missed 2 penalty kicks. But Argentina has also moved on to the round of 32, and they're defending champions. So it's going to be hard to take them down with Messi, because Lionel Messi is one of the best soccer players in the world, even though he's 38 years old. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to that. But the USA men's soccer team is looking pretty good. They recently hired Mauricio Popovich, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct, is the current head coach of the United States men's soccer team. He led the team for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, but he's looking really good right now. I mean, that's good to have his coach. He's looking like he's turned the program around. But the United States plays again on Thursday at 10 p.m. in Los Angeles when they play Turkey. But like I said, they might even have to play their starters, because it's going to be an interesting time. But we'll see. Brazil beat Haiti that night 3-0, and looking pretty good. I don't think Brazil's moved on to the next round. I know Mexico has when they won the night before, but I don't think Brazil's moved on to the next round yet. But maybe they have. Scotland lost 1-0 to Morocco. And Paraguay won 1-0, helping the United States win Group Stage D for the first time since 2010, like I said earlier in the video. On Saturday, the Netherlands won 5-1 over Sweden. Germany won 2-1 over the Ivory Coast. Germany had come back and tied that game. I was watching some of that game, and the Ivory Coast had a 1-0 lead for the longest time. But Germany came back and scored 2 goals to help them win. And Ecuador tied a 0, whatever. A goose egg. Oh. Or a nil, I guess. I don't know on soccer. On Sunday, Japan won 4-0. Spain beat Saudi Arabia 4-0. Belgium tied 0-0 with Iran. Uruguay tied 2-2 with Cape Verde. And Egypt won 3-1 against New Zealand. And so far today, like I said, Argentina won 2-0 to move on, and Lionel Messi now has the most goals scored in the game. So that's nice to see. I think France wins tonight. I think Norway beats Senegal. I think Algeria beats Jordan, because that's his cool name. And like I said, Argentina won, but we'll see what happens with that. The World Cup is going on pretty good so far, and all the foreigners are still enjoying themselves in the United States and enjoying how big our stadiums are, seeing some of these videos. It's nice to see some of these foreigners enjoy themselves here and have a good time while they're watching the World Cup. But it's going to be interesting to see what the Pirates do. Now, I mean, the Pirates have been on a bad tear of late. They lost 2 against the Rockies, which they should have won 1. They got a really bad call one night for runners interference, which I don't understand why they got that called. But that gave them a loss, because they could have tied a game and they ended up losing. But they need to get their bats hitting. And they're looking a lot better. But they need to look a lot better against these teams like Colorado. They don't have 29 wins. and not make Colorado look good. They need to start doing that and start playing better to the lower competition like they do when they play against a good competition sometimes. I mean, Paul Skeens was okay that night, but he needs to get better. He hasn't been on as himself, I don't think, of late. But hopefully he gets better. I think he will, and I know he will. I mean, we have good pitchers, but we need our bullpen to do a lot better too. Our bullpen's been really bad this year, and it's still bad. I mean, they need to trade for somebody in the trade deadline. Hope it's coming up soon, so they can try to trade for somebody. Because a lot of people are talking about getting Aroldis Chapman back. If I play to the Boston Red Sox now, that wouldn't be bad. I mean, he's pretty good for the Boston Red Sox. I don't know how good the Red Sox are, but I don't think the Red Sox are doing that good this year. So maybe we can get him. That might be helping our bullpen. But maybe they can play Carmen Mlodzinski more. That'll help too. I mean, Mlodzinski's looking pretty good. I mean, I know he had an off game the other day maybe, but play him more. That's one reason why he moved him down to the bullpen, is they can play him more. Why waste that and only play him on some days only piggybacking off of Jones? That's what I don't get about Don Kelly sometimes in the Pirates. But hopefully they bounce back. I mean, they have a night off tonight, I believe. They have off tonight, and they welcome the Seattle Mariners tomorrow. But that's good. They need a day off. Maybe we can help them get back on the track. I mean, like I said, we can get Connor Griffin back sooner rather than later because we need his bat. I mean, that's something we've been missing too, was Connor Griffin pop a bat, and also O'Neal Cruz. He's been out too, so that's something also been missing, is O'Neal Cruz's bat. I mean, it definitely helps when you have bats in there, and it helps the other bats get alive too sometimes. So that's one thing we're missing too. I mean, we still have Horowitz that's doing pretty good, and Brandon Lau that's doing pretty good, and Magnum that's sometimes pretty good, and Ryan O'Harn that's doing pretty good. But we need to have Connor Griffin back. Excuse me. We need to have Connor Griffin back, and we need him back sooner because Jared Triolo just isn't doing that shortstop for me. I mean, he's a good bench player, but we need our all-time player back for our paying millions of dollars to back soon. So hopefully we can get an update here on the near future on how Connor Griffin's doing. I think I've heard that he's batting the last couple of days, but I haven't been listening recently. So I need to listen up and see what's up with Connor Griffin, because we need Connor Griffin up rather sooner than later, which would be greatly appreciated. I mean, at least the Pirates won yesterday, even though they almost blew it. I mean, they had an 8-2 lead or whatever it was, and the next thing you know, you close your eyes and it's 8-6 again, because the bullpen comes in and almost messes it up. But luckily, Soto was able to get out of the mess and finish the inning, and the Pirates ended up winning 8-6, at least taking 1 out of 3, which they should have took 2, like I said, the night before. They got absolutely robbed. I don't understand how that was runners interference the night before. I think it should have been tied, and maybe they would have lost in the extra inning or lost in the ninth. You never know, but it should have gone to the ninth inning, or see if the Pirates could have got another hit after that and got to the lead or something. But that was a bad way to end the game. I mean, but also Monday night or Friday night when they played, they had the bases loaded in the ninth and couldn't get anybody across. So that's also a bad loss. I mean, they need to start getting more people across, be able to hoist the cone and put on the welder's max when they score. I mean, that's pretty good celebrations, but they need to keep doing that for the Pirates, and the Pirates need to keep doing good with that. But I think the Pirates will do well, and I think they'll get over this. They need to learn these bumps and bruises as a team if they want to be good. I mean, their offense is doing better, but the pitching needs to get caught up. I mean, the pitching was pretty good last year, and their offense was really bad last year. And it's kind of turned around this year, but we'll see. Still early part of the season, and we still have a long season to go. But if the trade deadline is coming soon, I really hope the Pirates trade for Aroldis Chapman, because we definitely need Aroldis Chapman back in the black and gold like he was here a couple years ago when the Pirates were in the height in the playoff run. That's about 2015. I think the Blue Jays beat the Houston Astros tonight. I think the Tampa Bay Rays beat the Kansas City Royals. I think the Yankees beat the Tigers. I think, oh, that's tomorrow. Excuse me. False alarm. Don't. Ring the damn thing. Well, that'll be tomorrow's episode. But we'll see. But tomorrow, Pirates play the Mariners. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's not going to Kyle Raleigh back. I know Kyle Raleigh hasn't been doing so good this year. But they got Raleigh back now for the other team. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. but maybe they can play better and get some hits. I mean, their offense has been doing pretty well, but the last few games, they need to start getting more hits and getting more runs when they know they can and have people on base. That's something the Pirates have been struggling with the last few games, but let's see if they can get over that as they play tomorrow night, like I said, against the Seattle Mariners. I think the Yankees beat the Tigers tonight. I think the Royals beat the Rays. The Blue Jays beat the Astros. The Mets beat the Cubs. The Guardians beat the White Sox. The Dodgers beat the Twins. The Red Sox beat the Rockies. The Rangers beat the Mariners. The Phillies beat the Nationals. Brewers beat the Reds. Giants beat the Cardinals beat the Diamondbacks. Brewers beat the Angels. Braves beat the Padres tonight. Those are my picks for tonight. The College World Series is up tied right now, 1-1. I'm pretty sure. And Oklahoma won one game and North Carolina won the other game. So it's going to be up to winner take all now, I think, in the College World Series. But I think North Carolina is going to win it all this year. And you heard it here first on Stache Sports. Like I said, I'll keep you updated on the keeper trade, but I don't know if I really want to get rid of Jaylen Brown, like I said earlier, because Jaylen Brown has been a really good player for the Celtics, but I know Giannis Antetokounmpo is a really good player, the Greek freak. He's a really good player, so we'll see what they give up if they do. But that's still one of the top stories in the NBA right now, because the NBA draft is coming up tomorrow with the Washington Wizards having the first pick, and the Jazz and the Grizzlies and the Chicago Bulls following them after that. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I mean, that's going to be a big blockbuster trade if they trade for him, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. But the United States soccer is doing pretty well right now and looking really good. It's going to be interesting to see what they do in the round of 32 and to see if they rest any of their starters when they play the next game. I mean, I don't know if they will rest any of their starters. I think it's rest some of their starters. I don't know if they will do that if they start them all, but we'll see. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers that celebrated, and I hope you always Stache had a good week. But let's hope the Pirates can come back and bounce back. We'll see if there's any NFL news before we get off the episode today. But I'll keep you up to date on the basketball. Ayuk's still making more videos against the 49ers. And this recent video, he shot a Go Commanders, one of the 49ers rivals. So it's going to be interesting what happens with him. Maybe they might trade him and try to cut him if he keeps acting like a clown, but they can move on from him. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Jeez. The Titans and defensive tackle Simmons reached a 3-year extension worth $100 million guaranteed. That's a lot of money. In Washington, D.C., agreed on a 3-year contract extension for defensive lineman Jeffrey Simmons. He agrees to told ESPN after the network's worth up to $105.8 million and $100 million guaranteed. That's a lot of money for a player, but I guess he's worth it. He'll help the Tennessee's defense with a young quarterback, so that's good to have a good defensive player when you have a young quarterback on the other side. But we'll see what happens with that. But there's the NFL news. That's all we have NFL news for today. But I'll talk more about that tomorrow and talk more about basketball stuff tomorrow too. But thank you for watching another episode of Stache Sports. And hope you have a good week and good day so far. But thank you for watching another episode of Stache Sports.